Ramsay-Peaty says fatherhood has made him more emotional as he celebrates reaching 50m breaststroke final, with pregnant wife Holly cheering him on, after insisting his bitter family feud is no fault of my own. Ramsay-Peaty fought back tears as he reflected on parenthood and his career after reaching the 50m breaststroke final at the Commonwealth Games on Sunday. The athlete, 31, triumphed in the semifinal after beating Filip Nowacki in a time of 27.27, with his pregnant wife Holly Ramsay cheering him on from the stands. After the race, he was pulled for a chat by Olympian Laura Kenny, who praised him for being so emotional and vulnerable the day prior, when he missed out on gold in the 100m breaststroke final, instead landing in third place. During his bronze medal interview, Adam had broken down in tears as he referenced the fallout with his family, saying the feud had taken its toll, but that it was no fault of his own.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? The job site boot dryer uses gentle, fanless heat to quietly dry boots, shoes, and gloves overnight, helping reduce dampness and odor. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/4 before it's gone.
The roots of the conflict go back to 2024, when Adam and Holly snubbed wider members of the Peaty family by not inviting them to their engagement party and their wedding. Friends of Adam's mother, Caroline, told the Daily Mail that she's heartbroken after not being able to watch her son compete in Glasgow. Seemingly referencing his candid admission, cyclist Laura pulled Adam for an interview on Sunday when she praised him for giving the most personal interview she'd ever heard him do. Fighting back tears, Adam then gave Laura a personal interview too, admitting that he'd become more emotional since becoming a father. The swimmer shares 5-year-old son George with ex-Irene Ed Munro and is currently expecting a baby girl with wife Holly Ramsay. The swimmer shares 5-year-old son George with ex-Irene Ed Munro and is currently expecting a baby girl with wife Holly Ramsay, pictured at Saturday's race. Adam began, "Thank you firstly, you're making me emotional again. Tell you what it's like being parents, isn't it? I think for me, I said it over there, people congratulate me doing the heats. But actually, I think sometimes we do forget, and sometimes we do forget the importance of sport. And for me, actually just, showing up this morning and doing a job, that was just the process, right? And then tonight was a little bit different. I added a little bit of a layer on top of that. But to get from this morning to tonight was actually a post-mortem. Then as soon as I had that, I could build a little bit of a path, a little bit of a war path. And yes, we lost the battle yesterday. Yes, it hurt a lot. But actually, that was because of the expectation upon myself when really I'm just at the start of this new canvas of being. In December, a father of 2, an athlete going to my 4th Olympic Games, this stuff gets harder and harder as we go on. And a lot of people don't understand that, and that's not their fault. I want to give them insight to that, but this either makes us or breaks us, unfortunately. Adam is now gearing up to defend his men's 50m breaststroke title when the race takes place on Monday night. He will have to close the gap to South Africa's Michael Hooley, while also competing against Australia's 100m breaststroke gold medalist Sam Williamson and Jersey's silver medalist Filip Nowacki. After the race, he was pulled for a chat by Laura Kenny, who praised him for being so vulnerable the day prior when he missed out on gold in the 100m breaststroke final. Holly watched on as Adam swam in the 50m breaststroke semifinal, and a second-place finish for the swimmer booked him a place in Monday's final. On Saturday, Adam paid tribute to his wife Holly for supporting him during a whirlwind 24 hours after he missed out on 100m breaststroke gold. After his 100m loss, Adam broke down in tears in an emotional interview that saw him take aim at his estranged family, saying that his fallout with them has taken its toll. But the swimmer said his performance was much better during his 50m run, and during his post-race interview, he was asked who he turned to for support while he strived to bounce back from his 100m swim. The swimmer failed to mention his family and instead praised Holly, who is pregnant with her first child, and his close friends for being there for him. Adam said, "The last 24 hours have been a bit of a whirlwind, not something I'm not used to. But I guess in sport, it's not really about when you get beat down because it's going to be inevitable. That you do that, you make mistakes. It's how it takes you to look at that perspective, turn it around for tonight, and I'm really happy for that. On a great trajectory for tomorrow. Asked who he leans on for support, Adam continued. It was a lot of people I talked to, obviously my wife, my coach, my best mate Ed. You've got your friends, your teammates. The best way to get everything out in my head is to just write it out. I write down what is going wrong, what is going right, what can I change, what can't I change, and then I've got a battle plan. I can go right, I can do with this, take it into tomorrow. So even now I'm thinking, what's part of that battle plan? Adam broke down in tears and went home with a bronze medal when he finished in third place in the 100m breaststroke final on Saturday night. In an interview after his defeat, Adam acknowledged the family feud and said the fallout has taken its toll. It's hard because I know how hard I've worked, Adam cried. I know the S***T I've been through, which is no fault of my own. It does take a toll. The roots of the family conflict go back to 2024, when Adam and Holly snubbed wider members of the Peaty family by not inviting them to their engagement party and their wedding. Caroline, who spent years ferrying her son to early morning training sessions, was also not invited to Holly's glamorous hen-do. Then, months later, Adam broke his silence on the feud as he insisted there are two sides to every story in a statement he posted on Instagram. The latest blow came last month when the Daily Mail revealed Adam's pregnant sister Bethany, the only member of his family to still be in contact with the couple, has now sensationally fallen out with Holly. The reports of his strained relationship with his parents have clearly taken their toll on Adam, as he was overcome with emotion after the result. Adam has cut ties with his parents after a fallout which began when wider members of his family were not invited to his wife Holly's hen party last year. He added in his post-swim interview, "I'm never afraid to show emotion. It's important because it helps create stronger people, stronger men, stronger fathers, and stronger husbands. This cycle especially, I've worked harder than ever. To get a result like that hurts because I know I'm better than that. I honestly feel like I deserve more. There's a lot of thinking to do, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. Maybe it's because I've been away from championship racing for 2 years. What's the point of all the 5:3 a.m. starts? What's the point of all the meters every single day? What's the point of being exhausted all the time or missing family events because you have to train? For me, that means striving for excellence, and today wasn't excellence. That's where the emotion comes from. The choices I've made over the last few months have been difficult. At the same time, I'm proud that I got here and that I didn't quit after Paris Olympics in 2024. I know I deserve more, and I know I can work for it. It's been 2 years since I've raced heats, semis, and finals, so maybe it's just an adjustment. It's too early to know what I'm capable of at this stage, but I'm a fighter. We've got another opportunity at the Europeans in 2 weeks, and I do enjoy a scrap. I lost that scrap today, but that's sport. Most of the time I've won those battles, this time I didn't." He continued, "Over the last couple of months, I've had to make some hard decisions so I could focus on doing my job. I've had to ignore a lot of the rubbish people write online. My wife will always be proud of me. As a father, it doesn't matter whether you come home with a gold medal, as long as you come home. That's what really matters." Adam changing his name to Ramsay-Peaty and registering under the double-barrel surname for the Games in Glasgow is the latest blow for his estranged loved ones, especially as Ramsay is placed first before Peaty. A source said previously, "Adam may be rich, but we have something that he hasn't, and that is brains, loyalty, integrity, and family. It can't hold you tight when things go wrong or when you have a bad day." They added, "When you live to be famous, you aren't living, you are playing a role. Fame is but fleeting, but family is forever."